Hello, YouTube fans. This is Spirit's Ghostman here to read another fanfic. Let's get started. A fan and cartoon crossover universes. Says Chapter 19. Return to Metropolis, Part 1. After the selfie with Terry, nickname for Tara, I said goodbye and went back to the Titan's tower. When I got there, the family and I said goodbye, gave each Titan a hug, and all the Titans gave us a hug in return and said, "We'll see you soon." We had a group selfie before the family and I left. I opened the portal with my remote, and we walked through the portal. When we got home, I set up our selfie in a picture frame and put it on my desk in our living room. 5 years went by, and the kids were older than they used to be. Alan was now 15 years old, while Sally was 5 years old. Later, I asked, "Does anyone want to go to Metropolis with me?" The kids said in excitement, "Yes, and can we go now?" I said, "Sure, but first let me give Barbara a call first." I called Barbara and she answered her phone. Bring. Barbara said, "Hi." "Hi, Colin Spirit. It's been a while." I said, "It has indeed been a while. Is it okay if my family and I can come over to Metropolis?" Barbara said, "Cool. Is it your mother, father, etc., such and all that?" I said, "No, it's my wife and kids." Barbara asked, "When did you get married?" I said, "It's been 5 years since it happened, and I'll explain the rest when we get there." Barbara said, "Okay, see you there." After the phone call, we packed our bags. I dialed up Cyberbot on my Omnitrix. Then I transformed into my pickup truck mode, and everyone got in. I opened the portal, and we went through it. When we arrived outside of Metropolis, I closed the portal and we drove to the gate. When we got to the gate, the officer said, "May I see your passport?" I gave the officer my passport and said, "There you go, officer." The officer said, "Thank you, and you're welcome." After the officer gave me back my passport and said, "Have a nice day." I said, "You too, dude." We drove to Barbara's house. I knocked on the door, and Mr. Gordon, Barbara's father, answered it. Mr. Gordon said, "What is she doing here?" he said, pointing to Adagio. I said, "Please don't panic. I can explain. And she's my wife." Mr. Gordon said, "I am so sorry. And would you like to come in to the house?" I said, "Sure." And we went into the house. After we went into the house, Barbara greeted me and gave me a bone-crushing hug. I said, "Choking, not breathing." Barbara said, "Oops, sorry, and let's go with me." Later, we had pizza for dinner. After dinner, I told the Gordon family about my latest adventures, or our latest adventures in this case. I even told them about how I met Adagio Dazzle. After my catching up talk, that's what I'm calling it, I introduced the kids to Barbara. These are my kids, Alan and Sally. Alan said, "It's nice to meet you, Barbara." Sally said, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Sally, and do you want to play?" Adagio said, let's see, Adagio's pick. "Nice to meet you, Barbara. And do you have a place for us to sleep?" Barbara said, "Yes, we do, right this way." Barbara led us to the guest room where we set up our inflatable beds. After the beds were set up, we went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up, got dressed, and made pancakes for two families. After our families woke up, we had our breakfast. After breakfast, I took Barbara to school. When we got there, Barbara went to class, while I volunteered to be the hall monitor again. Then Artie, the bully from the last fanfic of this same show I made, walked up to me and said, "Sorry for calling you a freak when you first came here." I said, "It's all right. Plus, I was a jerk back then. To be continued in part 2. A fan in Cartoon Crossover Universes, Chapter 19, Return to Metropolis, Part 2. Arnie said, "It's cool. Plus, kids back then don't like being called a freak, and also I think I saw you save a lot of people on TV." I said, "Does that mean you want to be friends with me even when you used to be a bully? Or used to bully me?" Arnie said, "Yes, and may I please take a selfie with you?" I said, "Sure, what form do you want me to take?" Arnie said, "How about your dragon form?" I said, "Sure thing, but meet me after school." Arnie agreed. I don't think the principals or teachers would like it if you set the school on fire. Later, after school, Arnie and I went to the running course behind the school. I fired up and became a dragon. Then we took the picture. Ka-ching! After we took the selfie, I changed it back to my human form and walked over to Sweet Justice. Greatest place to hang out. When I got there, I ordered a strawberry milkshake. After I ordered my milkshake, I paid $2 for it. Then I sat at the table where my DC super friends were sitting. Diana, aka Wonder Woman, asked, "How was your day today?" I said, "My day was awesome," and I took a selfie with Arnie. Kara asked, "Isn't he a bully dude?" I said, "Yes, he was, but I think he's been reformed." Later, we went down to the hideout. We landed on a soft mattress when we fell. Then we sat on a couch, and I told them about my latest adventures. Jessica, aka the girl version of Green Lantern, asked, "Okay, where is she? Oh, duh, she's right here. So what are your kids' names?" Then the security alarm went off. Beaner, beaner, bean, and Adagio, Sally, and Alan came in. I turned off the security alarms. Chirp, chirp. To the... Anyway, Adagio, Sally, and Alan came into the room. Before the superhero girls could react, I said, "This is my family. Adagio..." Adagio said, "My name is Adagio." Sorry. Adagio said, "Hello, my name is Adagio, and these are our kids, Alan and Sally." Alan said, "Great to meet you." Sally said, "Hi, it's nice to meet you, and do you want to play Bumblebee?" Yeah. Let me set you up. This way, come on. Not you, no. Alright, citizen mode, got it. Alright. The female girl hero said, "Sure," and she ran off with Sally to play somewhere, I don't know. Then my ghost sense went off. And I said, "For the love of superheroes, I'm on vacation." I transformed into my ghost form and asked, "Do you girls want to tag along?" The girls said, "Sure," and Alan came along with us, while Adagio watched over Sally. We went to the mall and saw Johnny 13 and Kitty racing around the mall, causing havoc and mayhem, if you want to put it that way. Johnny saw us and said, "Shadow, fetch." A shadowy figure appeared from the bottom of Johnny's bike and attacked us. Miss Z, or Miss, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I'm calling her Miss Z for a long nickname for right now. Y'all probably know who she is in the comments anyway, so. Miss Z asked, "What is that?" I said, "That's Johnny's bad luck shadow. Brace for impact!" I dialed up atomics on my Omnitrix, which I'm going to do right now. I turned on my... Where's the picture of that shadow thing? Here it is. I turned on my atomics light, and the shadow melted away and retreated to his master. Then Kitty said, "You're going to pay for that." I said, "Ladies first," and I used my thermos, sorry I don't have the picture, to capture Kitty. Johnny said, "Dude, chill. We were just blowing off some steam. And I needed something to do." I said, "Well, find something to do in the ghost zone." I timed out. And used the thermos to trap Johnny 13. Then I asked, do you girls want to hang out in the mall? The DC supergirls said no. We had enough for one day. After I put Johnny 13, Kitty, and his Shadow and Shadow Gruesome into the ghost zone, I closed the portal. Then Johnny's bike disappeared. Later, I was on patrol with Alan when Supergirl showed up, which means her pictures. How long are you? Oh, sorry, we're still recording. Okay, sorry. Thought for a second there. Okay. Okay, Supergirl. She's around here somewhere. Ah, here we are. Alright. Later, I was on patrol with Alan when Supergirl showed up. Supergirl asked, "Who's the wolf with you?" I said, "That's Alan. He got his powers from my mutant ray, which was an accident." Supergirl said, "Furry cool." We all laughed. That Supergirl is at Supergirl that at the pun that Supergirl made. Then she asked, "Do you want to go to the club that I go to chill out?" I said, "Sure, I'd love to, but I gotta send Alan home." Okay. I sent Alan back to Barbara's house. Then we both went to the club that #Kara goes to. I don't know what that hashtag means, but when we got there, Kara bought us some drinks. Of course, she knew me from the last visit. Water is the only thing I got. "Here you go," she said. "Thank you, Kara." Refreshing. Then someone from the crowd asked me to dance to the Cupid Shuffle. Not gonna play because of copyright, but want to know more? Check out the video on YouTube. Everyone had fun, and of course, later on, I got tired, so Kara and I went back to Barbara's house. Then I went straight to bed while Adagio said to Kara, "Thank you for bringing him back. I'll talk to him later on tonight." Kara said, "Okay, see you guys tomorrow." Then she put on her Supergirl outfit and flew off. That's about all I can do for it. Okay, let's see what else. Then Adagio and I had a chat about our adventures and such. That is all. So to be continued in part 3. That is all for right now, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. This is Spirit Ghost Man, flying out. Ooh.